Good evening, everybody. Welcome to freezing Florida. My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Go Small, Live Large, all about the camper van ownership and travel experience. What we do here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, is help you be a better RVer. Whether you're no time still researching, part-time, taking cool trips of days, weeks, or months, or even a full-timer like myself. And I met many of you today at the Florida RV Super Show just outside of Tampa, Florida. January 17, 2024, or halfway through the month, first month of the year, OMG, right? I got a big show for you tonight, and every week's got a big show. And I just want to share with you many of the things I have seen, walked through, the good, the bad, the ugly, because tonight's all about what did I see at the Tampa Super Show. A big show tonight, and I'm excited to get your questions. I posted a survey earlier today. Let me show you that on the brands, and I'm really happy to say, here we go, that Winnebago, interestingly, is way out in the lead. I spent a lot of time with the Winnebago team yesterday, which was Industry Day. No public. Today the show opened. It runs through Sunday, and it gets more crazy as the week rolls forward. I'm also really excited to say that the second highest poll number there is with Road Trek, and I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be as big if I didn't put the word Westphalia in there. And I'm really excited to say that we're going to do a YouTube live stream with the Westphalia factory team in the morning at about 8:30, 8:40 Eastern. So if you're interested in the Westphalia, it's being built by Road Trek in Canada. They're I don't know, what do you call it? Resurrecting a new brand that just was probably synonymous with Vanlife back in the 70s, right? And I'm really excited about that. So we are going through all of these vans and more. I see some of you requesting some like Gretsch. So we're going to be doing that. And of course, because it's What's Up Wednesday, I have no guests, so you can ask me anything you want. Not many things I haven't done. We're just ending my 5th year of full-time travel in this van, a Winnebago Travato 59 GL. Many of you know that. That means next month I start my 6th year full-time travel in this camper van. I'm really excited about that. It's just hard to believe. And next week is our I guess our 3rd anniversary. We start the 4th year of this What's Up Wednesday. We will have concluded our 3 years every week bringing you this show. And many of you, I've met so many of you today. I feel like a celebrity. I feel like a celebrity. And every one of them said thank you for what we do, we as a community do to help people understand van life, which is really traveling in a camper van. Help you find out the right floor plan, pricing, all that kind of stuff. So should I get Lithium or not? Oh my God, it was so funny. I had a huge discussion. I can't remember his name. He was going between a K or a KL. What's the difference? Winnebago 59K, KL. Anybody know? Yeah, L designation equals Lithium equals Volta. And he's like, really? And the sales guy's standing right there, and I'm like, figure out your travel needs first, how you want to roll. How many times in the day do you run the microwave, run the AC? And I'm like, it was kind of not really contentious, but I was just kind of challenging him a little bit. I said, nobody has ever said, God, I wish I did not buy a lithium system. What they always end up doing once they start using their van a lot is like, God, I wish I had a lithium system. So anything's on the table tonight. We do want to say howdy to a number of folks throughout the hour. I do want to get through some of the content on the show, and this is not what we're drinking tonight because I'm in a parking lot. We might sip on a Coors Banquet. Sorry about that. I thought I fixed that. But I have been to the Coors Brewery. It's the only place in the world that Coors is made. Sort of like Heineken. All Heineken comes from one plant in the Netherlands. Coors only comes one place in Golden, Colorado. And if you haven't been there and street camped, you don't know what you're missing. Love Golden, Colorado. This day in history, we got some big scandals. Let's see, test your memory there. And then AC/DC, we have a song of the week from AC/DC tonight. All that comes about 45 minutes into the hour. So just many thanks for all of you joining the live and watching the replay. I'm really excited to get into this content. Where am I at here, Scott? Oh yeah, if you can help me with the question format. This is 3 stars followed by 3 question marks. It kind of looks like this. This. Roads of Life always has good questions. We're going to get into that, Rob, but this is the question format. 3 stars, 3 question marks, and then your question. That helps me find it really fast. And what else I got for you? Man, we got some big event announcements. So let's do this. Oh, yeah. sorry. I literally rolled out of the fairgrounds where the SuperShow is just 60 minutes ago. The traffic is just a nightmare around here. That's why I'm in a parking lot, not at my camp spot. Because I can do it. I got a rolling YouTube studio, right? Let us know where you're watching from. That would be super important to me. If you don't see your country's flag on the map, please shout it out so we can put it on the map. Even if you're vacationing, watching this from, I don't know, a cruise ship or some hotel, Airbnb someplace, that would be really, really great. We just love knowing that What's Up Wednesday is an international sensation. Pretty cool. Big announcements. We have a new announcement tonight. So it's really important for you to be proactive if you want to get involved in person. That's what my goal is this year. I'm doing a camp out a month starting next month. We're doing 2 next month to make up for this for this month, which is all SuperShow. So go to my website there. You probably know the drill, and you can get the deal here. So let me zoom in here for you. Oh my gosh, where's my cursor? So today we held at the Winnebago Travado booth a roundup. That's what I call a meet and greet. And I got to tell you, over that hour, we had probably close to 50 people, and it was awesome. It was really hard to get out of there. Even after the official time ended, they were still talking, which is so great. But tomorrow, if you're in Tampa area, going to the Florida RV show, please come see me and many others, including Peter, owner of Rover Vans, at the Sunshine State RV booth at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be there from 11 to noon. It's booth 740. It's on the north side of the fairgrounds. You can't miss it. I got a bunch of Novas there. Please come see us. It would be great to have a great show. Turnout. That's what I was looking for. And many of you today said you're coming up tomorrow. So it should be a bang out event. I'm really, really excited. I just love these things. It just warms my heart so much. You may be aware of this. This is our first Vanlife of 2024. It's being held in early February. Here's the details. If there are sites available at the RV resort, check with them, and if they have sites, you're welcome to join us. The reserved sites, those are sold out, but again, if they have sites available, just mention our group name, and you should be able to get a discount. I think they're still doing that. And we really want to press, and I met some of you that were actually going to show up for this as a day guest on Monday the 5th. It's free to you. We got a whole bunch of things planned, and if you're really kicking the tires on what van should you get, this is the best way to do it. We love Sunshine State RVs. We love a lot of RV dealers. We love RV shows, but the best place to learn what probably would work best for you is to talk to the owners, tour their rigs, see how they outfit it for travel or living. And again, it's free. February 5, I think it's from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to do wild ass bingo. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And we're doing bourbon tasting, of course, right? That's what Libation Live's all about. If you're tipping tonight, that's the deal, and that's directly where it goes. Let's see. Now, this is the big new announcement. You ready? We're 10 after already. So I'm going to zoom in here. So we've just posted on my website the details for the Texas Hill Country Vanlife in Lukenbach, Texas, and in Johnson City, Texas. So for those of you that were at the roundup today, I think I mentioned this to many of you, to get a jump on this, we're limiting it to 20 vans just simply because of space. So you need to go to my website, Go Small Live Large. You'll see the event details. You click off to a site called Add Event. There's an event for both types of visitors, overnight campers, 2 nights. First night in Lukenbach, second night at a Harvest Host Winery near Johnson City, and a second calendar event for day guests in Lukenbach. So when those are sold out, we're sold out because we just don't have that much space. Someday we're going to do it unlimited, which is actually Peace, Love, and Vans next month near Dade City, Florida. And I met many of you today that are going to that, and they're really, really excited. So if you want to join me and many other van friends in Texas, I can't wait to get back to Texas. Go there and check that out. All right? How are we doing so far? All right. So this is what I want to talk about tonight. But first, we have to thank our sponsor for this segment of What's Up Wednesday, and that's our great friends at Sunshine State RVs. Let me roll this to the stage.
Tricks here. If you are in this area, I would love for you to come out here and check out everything we have here at Tampa. If not, you can check it out virtually. I don't know, go on our website, check things out. But we will deliver any of these for free anywhere in the United States. And if you ask about it, call the office. Shelly will give you the show price and deliver it for free to your house anywhere you're at. So, Scott, thank you again for everything you do for the Class B community. And let us know if we can help you in any way.
I just want to give a huge shout out again to the Sunshine State RVs team for not only sponsoring this segment, but being such a supporter of this channel and doing everything that they do the right way, ladies and gentlemen, for the Class B community, the Class B buyer, and Class B owners that need service. Many of you in this audience know what a deal that is, and what a great team they are, and they are just a huge supporter of what we do. But wait, there's more. A bonus. So maybe you've heard this. So if you're looking to buy a van, I'm going to throw my time into the mix, capture that QR code, and that QR code goes to a contact me form. That goes to the team at Sunshine State RVs. Then they will reach out to me, and we will schedule a 30-minute Zoom. And the idea here is for you and I to have a conversation about your van to help you make the right decision on a very big purchase. And we just want to help you make the right decision so that you can get in your camper van and get going in it, because there's so much fun out here. Oh my God, even in parking lots, it's pretty crazy. Okay, so with that, let's what should we do? Should we take a few questions, or should we just get into it? Yeah, I'm thinking let's just get into it, because I have a lot to share. Man, this cursor, I've got to figure out a better way. Okay, here we go. So I see some questions coming in here. We got a big group in here tonight. This is so awesome. I love it. So let me get through some of these first topics, and then we'll take some questions. Fair enough? How are we doing on time? 13 after. Awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. I tried something new this year. You may have been watching some of this. Normally what I do is record a bunch of content, and then I take a long time to get it edited and uploaded, or it's so much work. So this year we're trying something different, and many of you have responded very positively. I've done a lot of YouTube live from the different displays, and Peter, owner of Rover Vans, an custom adventure van builder, joined me on several of these. So please help support this effort by watching, even if you're at work, if you're retired, if you're at the grocery store, just watch it so that it plays through. It's super important that YouTube knows you're watching a live stream, giving a thumb up, because they will promote it more readily. And then we got a bunch more coming. And then on some of these, I'm actually going to cut it a little bit, bookend it, and then upload it, because it's really important content. Okay, so again, we showed you the survey. This is what I want to talk about with you tonight, which is innovation that I saw, or not. Jeez, it's incredible. Floor plans. I got a little insight on floor plans. Lithium energy continues to be really huge. I've got some good news there. Prices, I hope you got your seatbelt on, because these RV people, these OEMs that come up with these prices, you know, they must be drinking a lot of bourbon to come up with these MSRPs, right? Right out of the Apollo program. And then we want to talk about trends. There are some definite trends going on that you want to be aware of, particularly if you're finding a van to be too small. And I want to share those with you. Fair enough. So let's start with innovation. Where is my cursor? My goodness. Innovation. Okay, you ready for this? Okay, what's one of the most important rooms, to me and many of us, in a RV? Are you ready for this? I saw a camper with 5 bathrooms in it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, that's all you need is a mattress on the top, and you're good to go. You can do a lot of things sitting on the toilet. I see it all the time at campground bathrooms. So here you can get every member of your family in a bathroom at the same time, and then go have a campfire outside. You know I'm kidding, right? So let me show you this. I'm going to talk around this. I actually do have some kind of good news on innovation. But I captured this. This is Thor product. Thor makes B vans across many. Let me get this off this thing here. This always starts immediately, so I'm not sure I like this. Let's go this way. So this is a big down the main drag of the RV Super Show. I'm going to put the video here. Here it goes. See if you see any sameness across many brands of Thor Industries. That was the cheapest price I saw, 99 grand. please let me know if you see anything different from, I don't know, the last 3 years. They copied the Solus. They've been copying the K for, I don't know, about 100 years. Oh, there's a cassette toilet from the outside. That's nice. Bug screen roll down. Are you seeing anything new yet? Let me know. Raise your hand. Yeah, it's unfortunately from the Thor crowd in particular, I would say, it's a sea of sameness. It's pretty not exciting. But they got the best prices, I would say. And what I was doing on the YouTube lives, if you're watching them, I was putting in kind of a grade on build quality. A, B, C. I don't think I've given anybody a D or an F yet, but I haven't got to the Thor row. So I think what they do, the Thor team, is that they look at what everybody else is doing, they copy it, they cheapen it, and then they have the best price. Totally get it. It's a price point, and that's what they're going for, right? But what I found is that the innovation comes from the market leaders, and that costs money. If you saw the live stream we did with Peter today, this is sink line, the sink line model by Outside Vans. It's super expensive, 230 grand. It's even a little more expensive than Storyteller. But well, let's do a test. Watch that video, the YouTube live stream from the show, and let me zoom in here. I'm not sure it's going to make a difference, but if you look at just inside the door, there's a fold-down table. Every adventure van has a fold-down table. Nothing new there. But these guys reinvented, re-engineered with a folding table. Let's see who the first one is to copy this fold-down table. And this is what I see, is that the people that have the A+ quality, that cost a lot of money because they put a lot of time into rethinking, re-engineering, making it really sturdy. That's where these things show up first. And then everybody else copies over a period of time. So let's put our marker down, September SuperShow 2024, to see how long it takes for this to be copied, made more cheaply, and then show up elsewhere. But this, if you go back and see this live stream, the bed, there's a lot of innovation in this van, let me tell you. And I'm really happy to say I saw some really cool stuff in the Westphalia, sorry. I'm going to give a huge shout out to audience friend Jerry. He's the one that clued me in that Westphalia was actually at the show. And again, we're doing a YouTube live stream from their booth with the factory team tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. I'm super excited. I poked my head in, and there is some really cool stuff going on with Westphalia. Sorry. It's not on a Volkswagen, because does Volkswagen even make vans? It's on a Ram ProMaster, which is pretty cool. All right, let's talk floor plans. You ready for this? I'm happy to say we're seeing some new floor plans. Yeah, let's see. This one is, we're going to talk about this as part of a trend. This is on, this was an Integra. They're calling it a Class C motorhome. I think they're making a marketing mistake here. It is not a Class C. There is no bed over the cab, which really makes a Class C. This is a B+. If you know the Winnebago Echo, you're going to be pretty comfortable in this rig. So this is their first entry, the 22T. It's about 100 and, gosh, I don't want to say wrong on the number. We did a YouTube live on this, where the price was posted, or you find it on their website. So there are some new floor plans, but not a lot. What I've seen is some tweaking of existing floor plans that have been out there for a few years. I'm a little sad to say that there was nothing really new in the Solus or the Travato lineups, except the MSRP keeps going up. But I do have some good news on that in a minute. Lithium energy. Let's talk about that quick. Most vans have a lithium energy option, if not standard, which I'm really happy to see. So like all of the Airstream Volta equipped vans, they all come with Volta. They don't have, I don't think, well, I take it back. So it's an option, but most of the vans have lithium energy options now. I was really surprised by two things. Winnebago has come up with kind of a hybrid. Again, if you saw the YouTube live we did with Peter yesterday, he explains this a little bit. A lithium energy system using lithionics, and some really cool stuff there. And then I have this photo here. This is Nova, and if you saw our announcement yesterday, Nova with their kind of ruggedized option package. The Rover Van's ladder and tire carrier is now going to be standard as part of that package on a Coachman Nova ProMaster. So this is great. In addition to that, what Nick from Coachman RV announced is that there's, and this is on the Coachman Nova only, kind of two versions. There's the Li3, which is their full lithium package. And now they have the non-lithium package version has a generator, but what they've done is they've replaced the AGM lead acid batteries with lithium batteries. So instead of an AGM battery maybe running your direct current DC lights and fan and fridge for maybe up to 24 hours, that's all they would run. So what they've done is replace with lithium batteries, no lithium energy system to charge it necessarily, like a Volta system or Lithionics, but because they've replaced AGM with lithium, now you can run for several, 2, 3, 4 days off the lithium batteries instead of lead acid. So kudos to Coachman for kind of doing this hybrid. It has a generator, traditional generator, but it also has, they've replaced the AGMs with lithium batteries. What does that mean? More runtime off lithium, faster charging from the charging system, whatever it is, no second alternator, but doing something different. Again, you pay a little bit for that. You pay a little bit for that, which is pretty cool. Let's talk about prices quick, because this is kind of an eye roll. Jeez. I want somebody to explain this to me. They can be truthful about it, and I don't know. Where is my cursor? Good grief. Okay, so here's this little smattering. There's good news, bad news here. So the least expensive van I saw is the $99,995. It was a Dazzle Thor product. But what's funny is, you see the MSRP there? $136,500. A savings of $36,000, ... How about the Cross Trail, which is kind of an Echo product, I think, right? MSRP, $158,000, save almost 50 grand, lopping it down to show pricing of 110 grand. The big whopper in the image there is Fleetwood. What? When did Fleetwood start making adventure vans? Trend. Jeez. Fleetwood making the 2024 Excursion AL. I can't even read it. Are you see that MSRP? $231,000. But wait, you can save 65 grand. So the kind of start your negotiating price is 165,000. If somebody can explain to me why this industry puts these ridiculous, why don't you just give us a true price to start with? Here's your new house. It's $1 million house, but wait, we're going to take 400 grand off, and that's where we start off. So your $1 million house is really 600 grand. I don't get it. Somebody explain this. So the good news is the pricing is about the same as last year, the real show price. It may have even gone down slightly, I would argue. But the MSRP keeps going to the moon. Just saying. Just please, somebody explain this to me. All right, let me take a few more minutes, and then we will take some questions. So let me talk about trends. This is a pretty big deal. And this was super obvious as I walked around yesterday. The trends are this. Let me zoom in here for you. The trends are people responded really well to the Echo, which was a B plus fiberglass body on a cutaway Ford Transit chassis. Now they've expanded that to a Sprinter chassis. And now every major manufacturer has a Winnebago Echo type thing. That is the trend. I think many people have discovered that, golly, I really want the small footprint, parkability, agile of a van, but I need more space, and I don't want to go to a Class C, which is a big overhead cab. So I think most of the manufacturers now have this. So here's another one. This actually is the wrong photo I took. I apologize, but this is truly a Class C. Where am I at, Scott? So you can see the big cab or the bed over the cab. But Coachman is making an Echo-like product. This is by Integra. It's the Granite. Again, if you're familiar with the Echo, you're going to be pretty familiar with this. And this is the trend I'm seeing. And Echo, as I mentioned, this is the Granite from the outside. on a Ford Transit. Again, this is the Echo. They put in pop tops, super popular again, so most of them have a pop top option. And they actually now have two versions. They have a Sprinter based, which you may be aware of, and they have a Ford Transit based. The word that I'm hearing is that why go Sprinter? It's got to be a huge lift to kind of shift everything from Ford Transit, but they can't get Transit chassis fast enough. And when your business requires so much revenue based on getting them out, Mercedes is pretty available now, apparently. So that's what they've done, is they've released this. I didn't see, I have to think about it, cutaway chassis on too many others. All right, trends, right? So trends. So maybe B vans are too small. I don't want a C, Class C RV, really big. But I want a B plus that offers more thermodynamics, 4-season, and more space, right? But wait, there's more trends. Oh yeah, did I mention this? Fleetwood making adventure vans, please. Somebody clutch the pearls, because I'm telling you, when I was walking around with Peter looking at this, we might go do these guys need to hire Peter from Rover Vans. We couldn't believe it. It's their first foray into the adventure van, so congratulations. Competition is good. If you walked inside, closed the door, you couldn't tell what van you were in. A Revel from Winnebago or a Excursion, was that the name of it, by Fleetwood. But what Peter pointed out right away was, please notice how far away this ladder is from the side of the body, largely because of the fiberglass running board, which is too big, too low. He's like, that's not going to cover a single rock if you're trying to take this thing off road. And the ladder literally stuck out. I need to go measure it tomorrow. Probably 12 inches, maybe even more. And if you're in a situation, you're going to snag, I don't know, a sign, a parking meter, a flower pot on the street. I couldn't believe it. It was so funny. But you know what? The trend is, the big guys, they've all kind of done the touring coach. Do like this, Scott, touring coach. And that's where all the action is in the adventure van space. So the big guys are trying to turn a touring coach into an adventure van with some of the feature sets and rolling it out there to see what happens. Tiff and Cahaba, goodbye. That's not there this year. They didn't reinvent what they put out last year. The other trend, you ready for this? Then we'll take some questions. I got to do a YouTube live with Peter on this tomorrow. Again, my hat's off for trying something. But why not try something different? They're really well known for their motorhomes, right? This is a Thor product too. I might be wrong on that. I don't know. The other trend is, ready for this? Before I go there. So the trend in the adventure vans that have been around a while, this is the Winnebago Revel, is that they're kind of doing a version 2.0. So much better fit and finish, branding, quality gear. I think what Revel's trying to do here is kind of catch up to what Storyteller in a lot of ways is putting out. So that is a trend. So if you've had an adventure van for a while, it's been out for a few years, let's look at what Storyteller, maybe Outside Vans, some of the others are doing. What can we put in that we can put into our production stream that doesn't cost a gazillion dollars? And these still, after the MSRP, which is about $230, you come down to about $160. So again, the trend here is to look at what the real adventure van builders are doing. What can we put into these high production systems, and then copy, right? And these guys, again, this is Outside Vans that spend a ton of money on innovation, engineering. Innovation, did I say? Like the bed system, this is one we did today. That's, if you want the latest and greatest, this is where you're going to go and spend the money for it, because these guys are doing it. The other guys are copying. Just saying. Last trend, you ready? And that is for the traditional touring coach to be more adventure van-like. This is a great example. So on the left image, this is a Coachman product with a traditional ladder that comes from Summit Products. The image in the middle is an owl accessory product. This is on a Storyteller, I think it is, with a spare tire. And there's my rig on the right. And the big aha here is that Coachman, with their kind of off-road package with the tires and what have you, is now coming with a Rover van ladder and tire carrier to not only give the spare tire, which don't come on ProMasters, but to kind of mimic the look, the feel, the functionality of an adventure van. I think we're going to see more and more of this. If you don't have an adventure van brand already, I think we're going to see more and more of this. So that's kind of what I had for you on what I saw, and I'm happy with a lot of it. I would say the fit and finish is continuing to improve. I would say that innovation, not so much in the big brands, and that there's a trend toward making vans more adventure-like. And if you want to do that, you're looking at what the real adventure van builders are doing, and then you're trying to mimic some of what they're doing, maintaining price points as they can and production schedules as they can. So if you got anything out of that, give us a give us a thumb up, ladies and gentlemen. Sure appreciate it. Well, you got a big crowd in here tonight. Okay, so what we're going to do is Scott's going to take a drink of water, and we're going to go here, and then I'm going to take questions. I walked about 4 miles today. Can't believe it. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom to the top. Denver wants to know, will you visit the Gretsch RV booth? I did see them. They weren't on my list, but we may well do a YouTube live from there tomorrow. I'm only going to be at the show tomorrow. In the early days, this is my 5th year doing this, and it just gets more crazy, more chaotic, and so I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, Denim Root, we'll try and get that on the list for you. Did I miss the storyteller? I'm waiting for it. Live Free, I saw you on many of the live streams today. Thank you for doing that. Really do appreciate that. We're doing them in the morning. They're pretty cool. And they got their Hilt, which is their adventure van truck. It's like $500,000, but you can climb a wall and take a direct hit missile. I don't know. Yeah, so we're doing them in the morning. I met with the team today and yesterday. They're just so great. Yeah, it's cold here. If you saw Nick's video, he's all the native Floridians are like, I saw a lady with earmuffs on today. It was 50 degrees outside, which for them is super cold, right? So I get it. Yeah, if you can help me with the format, that sure goes great. So 3 stars, 3 question marks. We'll say hi to Bill and Joe. And Eric's in the house. Thank you for doing that. Sherry, thank you. I see you here. Oh my God, where is this thing? It's like happy 7 degrees. Yeah, I'll take 50 any day. Oh my gosh. There's Dr. Avinger in the house. Mesa Mike, good to see you. Miss you too. We're going to be in Texas in March. Hopefully you can come to the Texas Vanlife. That's not too far down the road from you. Peggy's in the house. Good to see you, ma'am. Here's a question from Warren. Ask Storyteller, why did they drop Transit and Volta for 2024? Yeah, that would be kind of interesting to know, right? My guess on Transit, and that's all it is just availability. Volta, I don't know. I'm not real happy with that. Wingham, any updates? Peggy, yes. Updates is they're not here this year. They've been here the last 2 years. I did have a little email exchange with the team last week. I don't really want to share much about it other than they're really working hard to get the rigs over here from Italy. I think when they get here, I'm going to be one of the first to know about it. We're going to talk about it as much as possible. But they got a heavy lift going on. They're not here. I wish they were so they could interact with folks. So Mason, my question for request RV tour, please. I know you don't normally do towables, but please take a look at the 2024 Fox River Timberwolf Mini Loft 16 ML. I would buy land and live on it. We actually did one today on the YouTube Live, not that particular model. Maybe I'll take a screenshot and see if I can find that. But we did a really nice off-road Airstream today. It's pretty cool. If you want to live in first-class accommodations in the middle of nowhere, that's the way you want to do it. It's pretty cool. We got John in the house. Good to see you, sir. Here's Dr. Avinger. Scotty, have you seen any floor plans or vans that rival the 59 GL? That's our favorite. That's what I have here, like the panoramic. But they don't like the skimpy lift. That's a short answer. Everybody copies the galley behind the driver's seat, 2 twin beds, and a bathroom in the back. Modification, bathroom on the side. I don't know why anybody hasn't copied this floor plan and bettered it. We had a nice chat with Chris Beanert from Winnebago today, and there was actually a customer there that bought a 2021 59G and gave him some feedback on why do what you did. I mean, they can't win, right, on either side. Yeah, I'm looking for it too. And we did have an audience friend reach out and say, "Hey, I'm gonna scoot back so I'm not in your face so much. I have a panoramic. I'd love for you to record it." And I think I responded to you, right? And if not, we will get to you. Everything's all about SuperShow this week. Jane's in the house. Good to have you here. 13 degrees. Oh, it's kind of warm compared to Wisconsin. Here's Matt. Thumbs up. Yeah. Let's see. Here's Warren Crow again. Van Dolt is not at Tampa. What an impressive transit offering. They partnered with Ford to build. I think we did see a transit trail here, didn't we? There was 2 of them. Peter would know. I can't remember. So I'm looking for the format. If you can help me out, we got Tin Can Carl in the house. Simi G's in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Catherine, Chicago hip. Warmed up to 15. Whew! Heat wave. Sherry says, you and Peter make a great tag team going through the vans. I totally agree with you, and he's really getting really good at it. He was super encouraged to be here, as his ladder and tire carrier is now part of a package that goes on a Nova ProMaster base Nova out of Coachman. So he wanted to be part of that, and he's getting an ear and eye full. Many ideas. Some he's like, what in the world? So thank you. He's a really not really shy, but he just doesn't want to be in front of the camera too much. But we're making him do it, and he's really good at it, and getting much better. I told him that today, and he's got an insight that I don't as a builder that he does. So it's super important. Adventure vans in particular. Adam in the house. Good to see you. That might be a new name, right? Here's Sharon. Thank you for being a Patreon supporter, Sharon. As a true believer. Roads of Life. Out of all the vans you reviewed the last couple of days, which is your favorite? You always ask these type of questions, and I love answering them because I don't have the build quality. It's hard to beat a Pleasure Way. It's hard to beat a Storyteller. It's hard to beat that Outside Vans. I don't. If you've seen my, or you go to Adria-mobile, mobile.com, it's a European-produced van. That's what I'm wanting to see, with a Volta type system in it. None of that exists here. Now maybe the Westphalia will impress me tomorrow. I don't know. I love Storytellers, but my thing is a table and a bathroom. I don't have big standards necessarily, but functionality, floor plan, super great. It's a good question. Hey, Robin, what's up? I've met so many of you today. It was hard to turn a corner without seeing so many viewers. And again, everybody just thanks me for what I do and why we do this. So it was just so great. Here's Vanlife with Steve. Got his hoodie on, I'm sure. Thank you. Good to see you, sir. Here's Adam. How is the pricing on Class Bs this year? Just wondering how the downturn RV sales has affected Class B market in particular. Hopefully, got to see that segment here a few minutes ago, Adam. Because what I'm seeing is the price is holding steady, maybe even going down a tad, but the MSRP just keeps going up. So it makes the artificial discount bigger, but the actual posted price I think is about the same as last year. So they're definitely feeling the pinch, for sure. Neil and Britt, great to see you yesterday. But it was great to see you yesterday. And any extra new vans? Westphalia, I'm really excited to see that. The outside van's really cool. The Thor stuff is pretty much same-o. It looks like Winnebago's investing not so much in the Solus and Travado line that they showed this year. A lot of energy going into the Echo and the Revel. Yeah, we'll be seeing this, Steve. It's good to see you today, sir. So we will be doing that in the morning. Peter won't be with me for that, but we will be doing some of the other stuff. Solitary van. Peter was so accommodating and helpful. Yeah, we're doing the meetup tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Sunshine State RVs booth, and you can meet him there. Here's Justin. What's up? You might want a new Echo. I don't know. Let's see. So Roads of Life, adventure van, outside van looked good, but in my opinion too high. What do you think is a reasonable price for a high quality van if you could afford it? Would you trade your Travado in? For me, it's all about floor plan and functionality. I'm probably going to do a video on this from the show because I get often asked this type of question, roads of life, and I think and I even shocked Peter today. We were walking down, and I said, "See that Class A over there? It's got a price, huge banner down the whole 25 feet of this rig, $99,999." And I'm like, I get asked all the time, why is a van $150,000 to $250,000 when you can buy this bus for $100,000? Please tell me why. And Peter's like, I'm like, let's go take a look at it. I said, and I'm like, you got to understand, folks, that the first thing, certainly Mercedes, the van chassis, a cargo van that's a functioning vehicle, not even a motorhome type, nothing motorhome-ish applied to it yet, it costs you $70,000 to $75,000 just for the van. So if you are trying to do something innovative and you've got all this electrical, all this plumbing, all this furniture, all this stuff, the warranty, paying for the employees, you can only have a couple people working on a van at a time. So add, I don't know, pick your number, $70,000 for all of that. The materials are probably 20 to 30 of it. If it's lithium, add another 20. That's why they're hard, because it starts with a $70,000 van. That's why. Whereas the cutaway chassis, like the big buses, the Class A you can get for $100,000, they start with like a $12,000 chassis. It's a steering wheel, a transmission, and an engine. That's it. And 6 wheels probably. That's where it starts, right? To which they put a fiberglass box on, blah, blah, blah. Now, in the van space, why is $150,000 versus a $250,000 van? Why is it different? To your question here, Roads of Life, I think what it is again, innovation costs money. Quality costs money. Reputation, service after, efficiency of space planning, that costs money. You have to have people sitting around doing nothing but thinking the stuff up, engineering it, building it, prototyping it, testing it. How can we make this fit for our dealer network to service? How do we support this? That costs money. Now, you can do like the Thor way, which is, see what everyone else is doing, and then find out how cheaply can you do it. And they come up with, $120,000 vans that are based on a, $60,000 ProMaster, and they're selling for, $30,000. Preach to the choir, probably. But, an outside van at $230 versus a, storyteller, not the beast mode, but maybe the, what they used to call stealth mode, which is, $180. That $50,000 price delta, you can actually go through that and find some pretty big differences. If you take a Rebel for $140, you got to add about $50,000 at retail and installation price to equal one of these vans you probably want, but you don't think you can afford it, and then you end up spending the money anyway. And I would argue a better quality product, outside vans and storyteller. So I think that's kind of the deal. Would I pay the money for the van that I want that has the features, the floor plan I want? Yeah, probably. My van's done super great, 123,000 miles, 5 years living in this thing. But build quality, there's no question. These small volume people do it very differently, much better in quality. Hopefully that answers your question. It's a good one. Watch for that live stream tomorrow. Why a Class A is $100,000, and even the what do they call it? The terrain from Thor on a Sprinter is MSRP $230, but for $150 you can get this thing. Why is it $50,000 more? Starts with a van. Kendra, thank you for this. Please come to the Sunshine State RVs booth at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Would love to meet you in person and shake hands. I was a busy boy today, so this is your one chance to see me tomorrow and meet Peter and some of the team there. It's just so great. Solitary Van. Yeah, just so great to meet everybody today. Lyle, I didn't see you today, but just so great to see you. Yeah, it's really nice having him. We got some big ideas and a lot more things we're doing this year. Van can do. Is a Road Trek Pivot Slumber pop-up so you can tour? Yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. Thanks for your hard work. Appreciate that, Van can do. We'll be in the Road Trek booth tomorrow doing a YouTube live stream from that booth. Kendra, again, it's tomorrow, Thursday, 11 a.m. at the Sunshine State RVs. Dave's got a question here. My daughter wants to borrow my van for a 2-week trip out west. Not sure it's a good idea. Have you ever loaned your van to someone else? No. This is my house. Everything I own is in this van. So no, I would not be loaning my van to anybody. You can take a ride with me. You have to sit back here on the bench seat because my front seat's really a closet. But, you know, hopefully your daughter's responsible, a good driver, and knows how to run the RV systems. I think it'd be a great trip for her. That's my thoughts on that. Rubber vans from Chicago. Peter, you're getting a big thumb up tonight. It's a... let's see, is this... I saw an embassy, something here, right here. So on the road again, what happened to embassy being at the RV show? So I totally lucked out. I called it a Vanlife miracle. I met Terry Minix, VP at Embassy RV, in a very obscure location in January 2019 at that SuperShow. What they decided was not to do super shows, but instead work with me to expose their innovation and camper van builds to the world through my YouTube channel. And that's what started our partnership. And he got way more response, way more inquiries, builds than he ever got from an RV show. You know, low volume people. There's just very few low volume van builders here because it's a very expensive show to be at. I think I don't want to share those numbers, but you probably will never see Embassy RV at a RV show. But what they're doing is they're showing up at Van Brie campout events. They're going to be at Peace, Love, and Vans in Dade City. There's day guest passes. So come see Terry and the vans there and meet the owners. That's what he likes to do, is bring the owners together and you can talk to them. So go to my website, gosmalllivelarge.com, and you can get the information there on the Peace, Love, and Vans event mid-February in Dade City. But this is not because Embassy is going out of business or anything like that. Very opposite. They found that a better way to build their business is through me, through the owners, and I couldn't be happier with them, and they're great. So I think on the road again, you're talking about the Embassy RV Cape Cod, which is their B+. I'm hoping it's going to be there. I can't remember exactly what he said. I might be wrong on that, but Embassy, no, I take it back. We did talk. He's going to have his ProMaster version Dolphin there. The Cape Cod will not be there, but they're working really hard on it to get it out. Again, new stuff. They talked about this like over 2.5 years ago. I helped them put workshops together to get owner feedback on what they wanted to see. And real innovation takes real time, real money, real people. And when it comes on market, you're kind of paying for all that. And then everybody's going to copy it. Right? Just saying. Hi Scott, I signed up for the Texas event, but couldn't see how to pay the fees. So the fees go directly to the venues. So I'm not charging anything, but when you get to Lukenbach to stay the night, you're going to pay Lukenbach $25. When you get to the Harvest Host, even though it's a Harvest Host, but we got 20 vans, they ask for a little stipend. So we're going to give them $20 and whatever wine you want to purchase. So no money is being collected by me. It's all being collected on site the day of. Will I be charging for fees in the future? I don't know, but even the Van Brie in Ocala next month, the fees go to the RV resort, and Sunshine State RV is buying us dinner and doing some of the cash bingo. So that's how that rolls. Hopefully that was clear. I'll double check that. Okay, man, it's almost 10 before the hour. How are we doing on time and questions? Oh, we got a lot of questions. We might go a few minutes over. What I want to do, where was I? Jane, did I bring this up already? Any new interesting van gear? Trend, yeah. The touring coaches are starting to put on adventure van gear, like Coachmen putting it on their Nova. It's so great. As part of a package. Okay, there we are. Looking for the last question I answered. Thanks. There we are. Goofball. Okay, so let me put this at the top. Denise Joy. All right, so let's shift gears a little bit. I I guess Libation Live's the next. What do you think? I could use a drink. Where is my beer? Right there. Okay, so let me roll forward here. Thanks again for your questions. Again, you want to see this? This is where I'm in a parking lot. I might have a Whopper after this. I don't know. And it's pretty cold here. I mean, for Florida, it's pretty cold. It's really cold everywhere across the country. But it's kind of humorous that Floridians are dressed like they're in Chicago right now. And it's 50 degrees. But when you're used to 70 and 80, it's like, 30 degree. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's, where am I at, Scott? Oh my gosh. Okay, so, doing that. Let's do a Libation Live. I'm keeping it super lightweight because I'm in the parking lot. Hopefully no sheriff is. All right. If you haven't been to Golden, Colorado, please put this on your list for next year. It's pretty cold there now, and then take the brewery tour. It's super cool. Cheers, everybody. Here's the jingle jar. Cheers. I might have one more of those when I get back to camp. Maybe I'll park that in the fridge. Let's do this day in history. Because there's some real zingers in here. Let's test your memory banks. You ready? Then we'll answer the more questions. If we go over, I get it. We got a huge crowd in here. This is so awesome. Okay, here we go. I'm going to zoom in for you on this one. So who remembers Lance Armstrong getting his story out with the Oprah Show 2013, 11 years ago? But the big one, 26 years ago, Clinton Lewinsky scandal. Matt Drudge breaks the story, and OMG. Remember that? 26 years ago? Where were you when you heard that news? Cigars, blue dresses, the whole 9 yards, right? And then 33 years ago, 1991, Gulf War, Desert Storm begins. And, these are time frames I remember really well. I remember where the Desert Storm started, and I remember the day very vividly. And I remember the Lewinsky Clinton thing very vividly. Pretty funny. Okay, ready for Song of the Week? Thumb up, everybody, please. CDs. So AC/DC, Song of the Week. For those about to rock. Great song. If you're kind of in a low energy mood, playing any AC/DC is probably going to... What I did not know is AC/DC is an Australian rock band. I thought they were American, maybe British, but Australian, I didn't know that. Released in 1991. This was their first #1 selling album after the Back in Black, I think it was, which is quite a years before. So there you go there. All right, let's take a few more questions. Goofball wants to know, I need a status update on Kyle and his winnings on the cruise. I'm thinking on making an investment in him. I just need to know. I'm not affiliated with the IRS. Good to know that. Yeah, he's a pretty big blackjack gamer with cards, the real thing, and does usually pretty good. I'm sad to say this time he kind of broke even, didn't make a lot of money, just covered the cost, which is great. But he got invited back to another one, so that's the good news. That's what I told him. Let me just give you $1,000. You turn into 5. He said, that's what everybody tells me. I'm like, that's cool. He's great. Did you see the video we did? He covered why he has a Class B plus, and the 3 reasons that's a better than your than my van, Lily. So Fair, good question here, and I got exciting news here. I'm going to go check out the question from Fair. Any shot you can tour the new Solus Pocket with the bathroom? Is this the 36B floor plan? I will go to the Winnebago booth to see it. If it is there tomorrow, the 36B on the Pocket. I got a call from my home dealer, Winnebago Motorhomes, Rockford, Illinois, just today. They finally got theirs in. It ordered and was supposed to be there in August. This is January. So he and I are going to do a live tour of that probably next week in the afternoon. We'll post that. So we'll do the virtual. They're really hard to get, my understanding. I'm supposed to deliver to him in Rockford, Illinois in August. It's mid-January. So again, things take time. So we'll look for that. Let's see. So Pam is saying there's Winnie Bees, which is kind of a Travado group. and we'll get together in Louisiana on a private camp. To date, 80 Travados will be there. That's so great. Yeah, Peter was great the past 2 days. He's really had a ball. He's learned a lot. He's just such a great asset to have with me by my side. He's just a great guy. Tomorrow's live is this is the Roundup meet and greet at 11 a.m. Sunshine State RVs. Deborah, you must have walked through these or saw what we did. So very disappointed. No changes the Travado or Solus lines. Nice change of the Revel. I would agree with you. Hey John, anything new with Gretsch? I have not been over there yet. I will make a point to go do a live stream from their booth tomorrow. On the road again. Whoops. What companies are building on the brand new transit trail? Peter, if you remember, if you're still in the chat here, where did we see the 2 trails? I can't remember. They look like a transit. I mean, there's just really subtle changes in the front end to even make it look. He knew what it was, but I don't know. So here's Van Duit and Mod Vans plan to build on transit. A lot of them do, because it has some of the off-road stuff already built in from the factory, so that's kind of cool. It's getting cold in here. 70 degrees. I'm getting as bad as Floridians. Let's see. Lots of back and forth here. Hey, Scott. It's hey, Mason Mike. Hey, Scott. Now that you have your outdoor storage locker from Rover Vans, what have you been putting in it? Bingo cages, bingo cards. I got to rethink that because it takes up so much room. But all my hoses, everything used to be in my storage locker on the back cabinet that you have, sir, in your 59GL, that is now on that cabinet, and that in the locker, expedition locker, and that cabinet is now empty. I just leave my doors closed. It's really, really nice to have them there. Fold the lid down. Now I've got a shelf. It's so much better. I just can't believe it. So why was Wingham missing in action? I think they're just waiting for the rigs that are coming from Italy to be here before they, so they can showcase those. They're not here yet, to my knowledge, and that's probably why. Yeah, I think it's just a trend. I think we're going to see more of it, for sure. I think it'd be kind of fun to see the adventure van being applied to a B plus like an Echo, because the Echo still only got like what? Correct me if I'm wrong, Neil and Britt, but maybe 6-7 inches of clearance. So, you know, and we've seen some Echoes that have been really tricked out as an adventure van. Lifted, all this cool stuff. So that's kind of what, and Peter's already like, yep, let's get going on that treadmill. So Dave wants to know, what about upfitters for Rover vans? Can you provide your own chassis and get better quality product, avoiding the higher price, whatever that word is? Some of the van builders allow you to do a BYOV. They don't want to be in the chassis business, so you bring them a van. Most of them have to be a new van or a very new, lightly used van. You can't roll in a 20-year-old van from the ones I've talked to. Peter, I think, does both. He can acquire a chassis for you, or you bring your own in. Embassy RV will allow you to bring your own chassis into the mix. Has to be a new van, pretty much. So it kind of depends. If you can BYOV, and then let them apply their skill sets and interior products to it, not a bad way to go. Hi, Bill. Hi, Scott. Did you see American Coach? I did. They had quite a display, if I'm thinking of the right ones. We saw Passage today. I may or may not get to them. I don't know. But yeah, they're here. And like the SuperShow does kind of every year, it's like a card deck shuffle. Everybody's in a different spot again. And it's just, I don't quite understand the why. So it takes extra time to go figure out where these folks are compared to last year. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Enjoying all the videos. Getting dumped on Spokane right now. Probably 7. No kidding. Holy cow. No panoramic vans. They're like a 2-year wait, Catherine, so I don't think they need any exposure at RV shows. Let me see the super chat here from Sam. Sam, what's up, sir? Thank you for the super chat. That goes directly to the Libation Live. And we will be putting a survey out. What bourbon should I be bringing to the Ocala Vanbaree next month, and then to the Peace Loving Vans? I have a smaller selection this time, so I might put that'd become a fun poll out, right? But thank you, Sam. I appreciate that for the tips, sir, very much. So, there we go. Okay, we're at the top of the hour. Let me just scan for. So here's Peggy saying our 2019 Sprinter chassis was 62 grand then, and we can be very certain that's gone up a lot, at least 10 grand. I'm pretty sure, and that's part of the deal. That's why a lot of people don't understand. That's what we're here to do. So here's saying, you correct me on how to say your name, and I can't remember. So yeah, 72 to 75 grand for a transit trail, and then you get started building it out. And it's a house on wheels. It's got electrical, it's got plumbing, it's got sewer, it's got furniture, it's got fridges, it's got TV. So it's just, it's, you get it. Warren wants to know, Peter seems to be affiliated with Outside Vans. He is not. He is an admirer of their work, but he's in no way affiliated with. We're going to make a connection tomorrow. We're going to have Outside Vans, I hope, on What's Up Wednesday. We got the contact information. He knows them, but he's not affiliated with them in any way, other than just an admirer in the van space. So Gumbo says, Scott, I hope you get a kickback from Embassy. My friend is getting her sometime next year. I checked all the boxes off for her. Yeah, we work together and we create content, and that's what we do. And if you're buying one from them, let them know you learned about it from me, and that helps them. We're working on a 2024 plan right now. So I'm going to try and get them into some Vanbaree sponsored deals. So if you know of them and through me, go to their website, use the thing. That's super important to do that because it helps them keep coming back to me for content. So we can put it out, get the word out. Thank you for that. He's so great. Mason Mike said he is signed up for the Lukenbach, Texas. Again, the first, congratulations, thank you for that. The first 20 are in. Day guests, we're going to kind of have unlimited for the day of in Lukenbach. If you've never been to Lukenbach, Texas, you really don't know what you're missing. It's just one of my favorite. In Texas, outside of the stockyards in Fort Worth, it's probably one of my favorite places. And the whole Texas Hill Country is great. We're going to go to Johnson City. We got a huge agenda. It's all there on the website. So I'm excited to see you there, Mason Mike. 17 degrees, set 31. So yeah, way to go, Bills. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, not going to accept it. Chicago's my home. Everything I know as a house dweller was Chicago. Now I'm a van dweller, and wherever I park it, that's kind of where it is. Return to home base once a year, but that's the deal. Oh wow, no way. So he was in desert. Yeah, so you remember that day pretty well, I suspect. Let's see. A few more questions, and we'll call it a wrap. Maybe Peter can chime in on Patty's question. Mercedes says, do not hang anything on the back doors. Are you worried about your storage box damaging your doors? I would, Patty. That's why I got rid of my Winnebago installed bike rack, because it was actually attached to the door skin. Big distinction. Door skin or door frame with the hinges that the factory installs. That's where the Rover gear is installed, is on the hinge points, not on the actual door. So no, I'm not worried. I'm so glad I ever got rid of that. Oh my God. I actually started peeling my door apart, my Winnebago rack. There's some rumors, Mark. If you're coming to the Peace, Love, and Vans event in Dade City in Florida next month, Terry will be there. He'd love to tell you about this. He's whispered some things to me. He's been trying, he's been public about this. We've been trying to get a transit trail, but they're just so hard to get and so behind and so not happening. So But come talk to Terry about it. Elijah Craig, I love you. You're amazing. Actually, I'm in this parking lot, and are you ready for this? Oh man, I've been walking and sitting. Wait for it. So Winn-Dixie Liquors. I've actually never had this before, and I was going to do this in Libation Live tonight, but we're in a parking lot, so I don't want to pop this bad boy open. But I'm excited. Maybe I'll have a snort before I go to bed tonight. I got a lot more to do for the show prep for tomorrow. Live stuff, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. All right, that looks like about... so Van can do. With all your contacts, you can't find anyone to copy your floor plan and ideals. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I just popped that cork, I know, right? Okay, folks, let's see what else we got for you here. We hope to see a lot of you tomorrow. It would just be awesome if you got anything out of the show tonight. Hopefully that is great. And if you really help the channel out by, again, if you're super busy, shopping, gardening, snow shoveling, and you see a live come up, just please push the button so you can watch it. It really makes a difference on YouTube. I've learned some things about YouTube just the last couple days. If you've been following Stranger Palooza at all, he was about 2,000 subscribers behind me for, about 2 years. And now he's zoomed past me. And there's some reasons for that I don't really want to disclose here, but if you could help the channel grow organically by watching the videos, subscribing if you're not, letting the videos play through. Again, if you don't like the ads, subscribe to YouTube. It's like $20 a month. And all the ads go away. And if you see a video come up with an ad, just put it down, go potty, grab some popcorn, and let it play through. It's just so important to me and to the channel. So we keep doing things in person that I don't make a dime on. Okay, with that, thumb up for that, and we will see you, hopefully a bunch of you tomorrow in person, and we'll be back here next week. We're going to do What's Up Wednesday. It's going to be just starting our 4th year. I'm so very excited. So thank you, everybody. Stay warm out there, and we will see you next week. Journey on, and I always get the hand wrong. Yep. One more time. Peace be with you.